Okay, so now I'm going to do the solution to the problem that I gave you guys. Sadly, there's some people in this class who might hear this solution and they might know how it works, but that's okay. They'll have to just close their ears. So you were given a problem just now, and the best approach to solving this problem is to think about what time it was in Sydney when you left in London, if that makes sense. So the problem said that you left London at 2:20 p.m. So we have London, 2:20 p.m. And as you guys know, you arrived in Sydney at 6:40 p.m. the next day. So we've got Tuesday, and then you're on an airplane and you fly, and you end up arriving in Sydney 6:40 on Wednesday. What? Crazy. So the best way to solve this is to figure out what time it was in Sydney when you left in London. So we know, here's some other things that we know. We also know that the flight was, or we know that Sydney is 11 hours ahead. Even though in my initial lesson I said 10 hours, but in this particular case they're suggesting it's 11 hours, so we're going to stick with 11 hours. So let's just go with 11 hours. So we've got 2:20 p.m. in London when you left. You arrived at 6:40 p.m. and Sydney, according to this particular problem, is 11 hours ahead. So what time was it in Sydney when you left in London? So let's try a number line. So we're going to create a number line here. And we've got Tuesday at 2:20 p.m. Then what we're going to do is we know that from here, we know that Sydney is 11 hours ahead. So we're going to jump. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right here, we need to figure out what that time would be when you were leaving London. So we got 2:20, 3:20, 4:20, 5:20, 6:20, 7:20, 8:20, 9:20, 10:20, 11:20, 12:20, 1:20 a.m. Notice that as soon as we hit here, we had p.m. here. We are now roughly here. We are now into the a.m. So at 1:20 a.m. So now we have some good information here. It was 1:20. So I could even add to this. 1:20 a.m. Wednesday, and we could put that this was in Sydney. So this is healthy. This is good. So now we know that you left in London. It was 2:20, but it was actually 1:20 a.m. in Sydney when you left. And then we want to get to 6:40 p.m. So we need to make another number line. So you flew. Your flight left at 1:20 a.m. Sydney time. And you arrived at 6:40 p.m. So we got to do some skip counting again. So we got 1:20. So we've got 1:20, 2:20, 3:20, 4:20, 5:20, 6:20, 7:20, 8:20, 9:20, 10:20. Now notice that this is p.m., right? 10:20, 11:20, 12:20. So we're into p.m. 12:20. So I'm going to put 12:20 here. 1:20, 2:20, 3:20, 4:20, 5:20, 6:20. So we got 6:20 here, and then we got plus 20 minutes, which gives me 640. So we got to double check. Makes sense to always double check. So 120, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 plus the 20 minutes, which makes 640. So how long did this flight last? So let's have a look. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hours. And then we got to include that 20 minutes because it was 640. 17 hours, 20 minutes. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense? All right. Stop screen recording.